City Power says it is going ahead with the new working hours despite last week's illegal strike action. Several parts of Johannesburg were plunged into darkness after employees went on strike over a new shift system. Joining me now is member of the Mayoral Committee for Environment, Infrastructure and Services for the City of Johannesburg, Matshidiso Mfikoe. Good evening, and thanks so much for coming in. We've had the benefit of the weekend because I think a lot of places were restored by the weekend to establish why it took so long to restore power. What have you found?
For starters, we were not aware of the industrial action that took place. So, and because we had a whole lot of calls, we had about 30,000 calls by Friday. So we had to push. I think the team has done very well for now. Everybody has been restored. We don't have outages as a result of. If we're having outages now, could be as a result of cable theft or some fault that has happened with our cables.
So you're saying what happened last week caught you completely off guard?
No, because we have negotiated with the unions. We have agreed with the unions. They had signed the agreement. So we're not prepared for people protesting or going on strike as a result of that. And we've engaged the unions. We would be aware that we've engaged the unions and they have distanced themselves from the illegal strike. Hence, it is an illegal strike because nobody was really aware.
Do you know how many? I think it's of the 1,100 employees of City Power that service this area. How many of them are non-union members?
I wouldn't know that because I'm an employer, you know, so the unions would know their members. We have two unions in the city.
Because it certainly seems like perhaps, because we're calling it an act of sabotage, that these alleged saboteurs come from outside the ranks of the unions who, as you say, are stepping away from any blame on sabotage.
No, we could say that because the unions are saying we have consulted with management, we signed the agreement with management. So whoever participated in the illegal strike, they did that as individuals. So the unions cannot take responsibility.
Do individuals have the power in this set up to hold the entire city, one of the richest on the continent, to ransom?
That is why we are saying it's an illegal activity and it's sabotage, and we are going to take necessary action because we had agreements that are legal as far as we are standing, because we had that with the unions.
Let's talk about those actions. Mayor Parks Tower alluded to them last week about the laying of criminal charges. The Hawks are investigating. What do you know about who these individuals are?
The Hawks are investigating even now the leads that we're getting. Today we were told that one person has resigned, and what the city has said to management that person that resigned, the Hawks must talk to him. Why has he resigned? What prompted the resignation? What was his role in the whole fracas that we had in the city? Because granted, and I want to share the sentiments of the mayor, we cannot take entrenched illegality in the city system. That was illegal. Nobody was allowed to go on strike, so we are not going to hold our price in dealing with it. We'll deal with it accordingly. The Hawks are saying the investigation. They were supposed to give us a report today, but then they were saying to me they're still in discussions with the prosecutions unit. So we're expecting them to give us a report any time from now. But the investigations are going on full steam.
One presumes it can't just be one person. There must be a wider network.
That is what we'll think. Until the Hawks come back with us with the investigations and tell us what is the issues, then we'll be able to quantitatively talk about what is the number. But we had about 200 people going on strike on Tuesday, 100 on Thursday, 50 on Friday. So clearly it's a properly organized thing. So the Hawks is their responsibility to find out how are they organized, if there's anybody who is the person that was leading that, and the unions have distanced themselves from it.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Matshidiso Mfikoe from the City of Johannesburg.
News that moves. eNCA.com.